Hi, my name is Duff MacDonald, and I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is my ancestry story in 3 minutes. It's quite an incredible story, actually. A few years ago, I took on my family's tree in investigating it further. I wanted to know more about my dad's side, the MacDonalds, actually, because my dad's father passed away when he was 3, and he never talked about his family, the MacDonalds. So I had a few clues from my brother, and I took on the investigation further. I entered all the data into Ancestry, and being that I'm from Saskatchewan, I thought I would discover my ancestors would be in Saskatchewan. But actually, I'm the only one of 7 kids who lives in Ontario. And I discovered that all of my relatives lived in Ontario, in Glencoe, Ontario, and Chatham, and Windsor. So then I went on further to discover that my mother's family was also born here before they went to Saskatchewan. So actually, I'm surrounded by my relatives. I have one incredible story. I had a letter from one of my ancestors to my brother, and there was an address on top. So I chose to go one day to the beaches in Toronto and knock on this woman's door. I went and knocked on the door, and she opened up the door, and there was my cousin. And of course, I went on to later discover that she lived with my great aunt, and she knew all about my great grandmother, and she had photos. She gave me all this incredible information. So I entered that all into Ancestry as well. I went on to discover that I had cousins here in Ontario that had settled, and I actually went and attended in the U.S. Last year my family reunion of the Pearson side. So that was incredible. How did I learn? How did it impact my life? Well, my mother and father passed away a couple of years ago, and so I had this feeling of flailing in the universe, no connection, and feeling lost. How it's changed my life is that I've discovered that all of my relatives are all around me, and I now have family. I have visited with cousins who I've never met. My family has met cousins who we've never met. The MacDonalds, and all across Canada. The discoveries keep coming. Photos keep popping up, and death certificates on Ancestry.com that, tell me how my relatives passed away. It inspired me to dig deeper, actually, and persist, and because you never know what mystery or clue lies around the corner. I'm constantly discovering new things about my family on Ancestry.com, and now I've had my DNA done, and things are even deeper and confirm it even more. I'm 50% Irish and 50% Scottish, and Canadian, of course. Thank you very much. I hope my story has inspired many of you to dig deeper. Thank you.